Yo, Still Mills, what's the deal, man? I'm heading to the work, you know what I'm saying, to the to my line of employment. It's Friday, all praises due. We going on a little vacay, a little mini vacay, me and the wifey, man. But peep game, man. We gotta get into this shit, man. And that is, man, listen, all praises due, man. Ryan Garcia is suspended for what, a year, I think they said, or whatever the case may be. I'm A-okay with that, man. Listen, this dude has been a thorn in the side of a lot of fighters and just diehards just because of his antics, man. When you put ugly into the universe, it usually gets returned fourfold or tenfold, man. This dude has not only used people's plight as a vehicle to, not import, but promote a fight. When it came to him and Devin Haney, he didn't put all that energy into fighting Tank Davis that he put into fighting Devin Haney. He did. He wasn't running around talking about how people was he got molested and fondled over and fucked over as a child and just all type of wild shit, man. Just all type. That's just not something that needs to be used as a promotional tool. Because there are people who have really been afflicted by that. There are people who have really been fondled over, little boys in particular, who have been fondled over, fondled and fucked over by some deviant, sick ass, grown ass men who need to be castrated and butchered. So for you to sit there and use that as a ploy to bring attention to your fight because for whatever reason, because you just didn't have confidence that your ability to promote a fight or your ability to be a entity, a marketing entity wasn't enough. That shit was corny, bro, and that just showed lack of character and poor judgment skills. You dig what I'm saying? And everything that you're doing, that you've done leading up to that fight, now the shit is starting to blow back in your face, man. And when that fails, when you go on the defensive, and I didn't even like when you was talking that where your mama shit at, where your mama at, bitch, your mama, that's like, bro, what is you own right now, man? That has never been your character, ever, ever, man. Like you just, all of a sudden out the blue, then got a kick out of denigrating people's female family members, female loved ones, and all that shit, bro. And like you just don't seem to have a filter to understand how problematic that is. So now here we are. We fast forward to that, after the fight and everything is over, and you just really just start. Oh, it really started when the shit started surfacing about the Austrian. You dig? You went from that to you just really just jumped out the window, man. So and I think the start of it was when you really started clapping at George Camboso's his lady, his wife, bro. Like that shit was way out of pocket. That shit was way out of pocket, Brody. Like, there's people locked up right now for having their wives fucked with, or someone even making an idle threat, suggesting that they do something to their, or just disrespecting their wife. You dig? It's just a lot of men that's not gonna go for that shit, and just you went out, you OD'd, and then to bring the kids into it, we gonna raise the kids, just wild shit like that. And it's like, dog, what are you doing? That shit, real life ain't cool. And then he was, he's like, all right, bet. And then you want to get apologetic because you not on that type time. And then you go from George Cambosos and jump immediately into Earl Spence and teeing off on his wife. And it's just like, yo, you just don't seem to understand, bro, what type, this I know you ain't from it or it was even around it, bro. Because it's just certain shit that you know better than to do. And if you do it, you know what comes behind that. And I don't think you a dude who understands what comes behind that, because in your mind, you're just trolling. It's Tekashi 6ix9ine behavior. It's Tekashi 6ix9ine behavior, doing all that dumb shit behind a multitude of guards and a multitude of security and shit, and law enforcement. You dig? That shit is corny. If you're going to be the tough guy, be the tough guy straight out. If you're going to be the gangster, be the gangster. That shit ain't for play, man. You up here laughing and all that shit and talking about what you gonna do to a nigga wife and all that shit like you Tyrone or something, man. Like that shit will really get you hurt out here. Fuck hurt. That shit'll get you clipped. That shit'll get you clipped. And then the icing on the cake is you saying that shit to Caleb Plant. And what's wild is you didn't get as vulgar with Caleb Plant because you know what type of individual he is, and it ain't like with George Cambosos, who's all the way in Australia. It ain't like that. Caleb Plant is here. He's domestic. So just you mentioning his wife's name, it's like, yo, I done sat back and watched you. I know what it is you want to say. And even if you don't say it, I know what it is you want to say. So that's the energy that I'm coming with. That's the energy that I'm coming with. That's the energy that I'm gonna hold you to. That's the standard I'm gonna hold you to. Even if you didn't say nothing deplorable about my wife, I know what you want to say. And the fact that you want to say it is what's gonna set me off. And when he saw you, he got it rocking, bro. Like that, I fuck with Caleb Plant. Like, I'm a Canelo fan, man. So of course, when the drama going down between the two of them, I'm siding with the ginger or whatever the case may be. But I fuck with Caleb Plant because that's a stand-up dude. That's a stand-up dude. He ain't no sucker. He ain't no bitch or nothing like that. Y'all keep playing with this white dude because he white. Like he won't do that to you. You dig? How many motherfuckers gonna say, man? Listen, he slapped fire out of Jamal Charlo in front of his homies. That dude is not for play. Y'all keep playing with him. Y'all keep playing with him like he's not that guy. He's not that guy. Like I said before, that dude has footage of him fighting in the projects. Has Ryan Garcia ever been in any projects out there in California? Has he been through any projects? I have. I had the project. I grew up down the street from the projects. I didn't like kicking in the Crip neighborhoods. And the niggas that I was kicking it with and I was cool with and I was running with and I had love for, they didn't like them. That put me in immediate confrontation with them, not to the point where they were super pressing me because I wasn't a factor. But it was just like I was an irritant to them because it's like you always around them niggas, bro. Like it's just like nigga, just I don't like you neither. Just by way of proxy, just because you close to them, just because you fuck with them, I don't like you. You dig? And I had to go get my hair braided up in the projects before, and I was nervous. I was a nervous wreck. It was never drama with me to the point where if they saw me, it's a shoot on sight or nothing like that. You dig? But it was, I was irritating enough to them to where if they would have saw me in their hood, oh yeah, they gonna, oh, hey, cuz, what you doing up here? Oh, cuz, you that nigga that. Here the fuck we go. It was a nervous wreck walking in the projects to get my hair braided. The motherfucking wind was blowing hard that day, and the motherfucking the door on the dumpster slammed down on the door. Oh man, I scared the shit out. I was like, man, I gotta hurry up and get up out of here. But I've been on the south side in the projects, with the family niggas. I've been over there. Have you ever stepped foot in anybody's projects? That's my point. I guarantee you haven't. And not only have you, I guarantee you haven't stepped foot in the projects. You ain't been in a situation where a motherfucker really just come out his body and do some fucking some manner shit to you. You dig? Poor impulse control having ass niggas who the minute the drama is up, they pulling blades, they pulling blicks, they pulling all that shit. Whatever they got to do to get the upper hand, that's what they gonna do. You haven't been in a situation like that. I know for a fact you haven't, because if you did, you'd move in a certain type of manner, and we'd see it on you. We'd see it on you. Caleb Plant was in that situation. In the middle of the projects fighting niggas, bro. What are you to you, man? And that's a dude you think you about to play with? No. You think I'm about to get played with by some white dude from, not white dude, because, I don't know why I said white dude. Ryan Garcia isn't white. But you think I'm about to get played with some fucking Jonas Brothers looking ass? No, it's not happening, bro. It's not happening. I'm on that with you. And so when he saw you, he got off on you. He wasn't in a position to really do it to you, but for him to do that shit in front of all, in the when you had 1,000 security guards with you, that shows what type of individual he is, man. That dude is not for play. Took that beer, launched it at you. What's happening, nigga? What's happening? You getting your nails painted and all that, bro? Like you just don't. I don't know what the fuck you be thinking with. Like you not that guy. You is not that guy to be, just be flagrantly disrespecting people's wives like that. If I'm in, and then, just you have a mother that is, dealing with cancer right now. How would you feel if they just start wilding on your mom being, having cancer? Like that shit ain't nothing to laugh at. That ain't nothing to laugh at. You're not a dude with integrity, bro. It's no moral compass to you. And what pisses me off is you a dude who professes the Lord, Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. I'm not a man of faith. I'm not a man of faith, but I'm cut from that cloth because of the household that I grew up in. My dad and my mom are devout and disciplined Christians. So I know I know what it means to upkeep those customs. I know what it means. I know what it looks like because I grew up seeing it. Now, I'm partial to the imperfect Christian. You dig? I'm partial to the flawed Christian. I am. I honestly am. Because they understand it's impossible for me to be perfect. Only the Most High is perfect. Whatever she, he, or it is, that is the only being that's perfect. I can't be that. I can't even strive to be that because that's just a standard that I'll never meet. But even with my imperfections, I'm also pervious to the fact that, all right, bro, it is a certain level of respectability that I have to hold myself to. I have to be respectful. You dig? I have to talk to people in a certain manner. I know, all right, man, if I do X, Y, and Z, it's gonna put me in a position to do X, Y, and Z, or have X, Y, and Z done to me. And I got kids and I got loved ones that I want to look at, so I don't want to do some stupid shit that's gonna put them in the crosshair of a nigga that in front of a savage. I don't want to be that guy, and I just don't want that energy as a Christian man. I don't want that type of energy. I'm really getting tired of y'all dudes running the religion. You dig? Every time someone get in the ring, they want to thank Jesus Christ. They want to thank their Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and all that shit, and then jump right out the ring and do some dumb shit. At some point, you gotta have restraint, my nigga. You gotta have restraint to say, nah, man, I'm not doing that. Nah, man, that shit is dead. Nah, bro. Nah, that goes against my doctrine. That goes against the ways of my Lord and Savior. And it's just a fucking reprehensible thing to do or say. So I'm not gonna do that. And that bothers me with a lot of y'all, man. And not even just professional athletes or nothing, but just people in general, man. Don't do deviant bullshit and then run back to run R. Kelly shit. You dig? You touching on kids and all that shit, and then you run and do a fucking song about with a church orchestra behind you. You know what I'm saying? To galvanize the hearts and the minds of the church folk who literally live this life, who are disciplined within their customs, who are disciplined within their ideology. I don't like that shit. That's some sucker shit to me. You niggas run to Islam, you niggas run to Christianity, and y'all run amok with it. Y'all defile those ideologies, man, and that shit just really ain't cool. That shit is whack. And that is some shit that you do, bro. What would convince you that thinking, this is Christ-like to talk about somebody else's wife or whatever? And then after you get into it with Caleb Plant and he does that shit to you, you went OD and just got super vulgar. Jordan Plant doesn't even come out of her mouth. Like, there's nothing provocative about her for you to even feel comfortable enough to say the shit that you were saying to her. You gonna talk to a black woman like that, bro? You didn't even talk to Clarissa Shields like that, man. You was just really just trolling her or whatever, man. But just how you came off at Jordan Plant, you thought it was just gonna be it was just a beer bottle this time around, man. It was just a bottle of beer this time around. It's really gonna be a problem when that dude see you again, and I'm praying that it happens. I'm praying that he 100 deep. If I'm him, oh hey yo, man, don't I'm by I'm gonna get about 10, 15 tickets tops. Comped. I need you. I'm about to go out and put. I'm about to go hire some wolves, man. We gotta go clock in real quick. We gotta go clock in because you're not about to play with me like that, and you're not about to disrespect my wife like that. I'm doing the same thing if I'm George Cambosos, and I'm doing the same thing if I'm Earl Spence. And for that night, we all on one accord, and we putting our team up against your security team. That's what I'd be on. Now we gotta go get this dude. You are a dude who needs to have who needs to be subject to that type of fuck over, getting fucked over like that. Meeting in the middle of the parking lot, getting your shit kicked in, beer bottles broken over your head, all that shit, man. When you do stupid, it's a responsibility of having a security team. You have a responsibility when you have homies that'll go there for you. When you got homies that's ready to gun some shit down for you and noodle a nigga on your behalf, it's a responsibility that comes with that. Because these niggas are temperamental as fuck. So I have to look out for their best interest, even though they're looking out for my best interest, which is my safety. If my safety is violated, they going there all the way. So you have a responsibility to look out for them niggas. And that is staying out the way, because that's the team that's on deck to hold you down. You don't seem to understand that. You, like I said, Takashi 6ix9ine shit, bro. When you do dumb shit, you put the bullseye on the back of your security team. I don't think the niggas just strapped like that, bro. I could be wrong, but it's just a whole bunch of brolic ass niggas walking around with you. This is a whole bunch of brolic ass niggas walking around with you, man. Like, what you gonna? So, you, so let's go outside. I guarantee you, them niggas, bro, them niggas will turn white as a ghost if they walk up in there with some cockeyed ass niggas who done get gunshot wounds, scars on their face from all type of wild shit. You just see it on, you see their energy, the wild shit that they done lived through and been through and experienced and been a part of. They done shot at niggas, got shot at, been shot, all type of wild shit. You put them niggas in the face, you put 10 of them niggas in the face of a security team. I don't give a fuck if it's Floyd Mayweather's team. They gonna see, yo, this energy is different. That's the energy you need to be subject to, bro. That's the energy you need to be subject to. When you do wild shit get done to you. You know, you reap what you sow. That is a principle that I don't think hits hard. No other parable in the Bible hits as hard as that particular principle right there. And now here we are. You get a year suspension and $1 million fine, which to you bet 12 million. You got 12 million off betting on yourself or whatever. But the fact that you're suspended and you'll always have that name on your rep, that is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. So you got something that you're gonna have to face until you retire. Now I think your mind is so convoluted that it's something that just is a non sequitur to you because you just don't understand the ramifications of it, man. But you're gonna get tired of hearing that shit. If you ever get to a point where you reach a certain level of accomplishment in the sport, they're always gonna refer back to that. You had to cheat Devin. You're a drug cheat. You're a drug cheat. Roy Jones is a nigga who gets away with, popping dirty or whatever just because of how accomplished he was and just, the mountains that he was able to climb. You'll never climb those mountains, bro. Ever. You played yourself out of position because you could have been a champion. You could have hoisted a belt. You played yourself out of position though, man. So now here we are. You get a year suspension. I think when, just it's a beautiful thing for us. I'm glad that you got suspended. I'm glad because at least with you being suspended, we get to go months. I don't know if it's a year to the day that they fought. If it's a year from when they fought, then you'll be back around November, December. But I could really go without hearing from you, man. I really could, man. You just a weird dude, man, and that just the shit that you been on, bro, is just real corn, like it's real cornball shit, bro, real fucking corny. So it's dope that you're getting suspended, but it would be even doper if niggas mounted like form like Voltron and really A-Town stomped you out, bro. You need to get crashed, and I'm talking viciously crashed. You dig? Where you in the middle, your lip is all busted up, man. Just I don't know how just how are you talking like this to people? When Gervonta Davis yoked you up and grabbed you by your chain in the club, bro, you got once you it was no foot. You've already confirmed it yourself. I'm not no tough guy, so why the tough guy roll? If you was on it like that, bro, you would have swung on that nigga right there. Y'all have brought out in the club or whatever. You didn't do that though. You just let that man yoke you up. You just let that man yoke you up. But now you the tough guy, man. Just fuck off, man. That shit is lame, bro. Oh, is that Miss Betty? Is she waiting on me? That shit is corny, man. I don't like you, dude. That's just the long and short of it, man. You do a lot of goofy shit. Even your fans, even today, are doing dumb shit like really trying to justify the fact that you got caught cheating. You dig? They're feeling like because Devin Haney's deficiencies are louder than your cheating. You dig? Because Devin Haney isn't the defensive wizard that we thought he was. That shit shouldn't be highlighted. That shit should be highlighted more than you popping dirty. these dudes are some different types of men, man. And I just I can't fuck with a lot of you niggas, man. Y'all dudes are some fucking weirdos, man. So I'm glad what's happening to you is happening to you. I would love for something else a lot more cynical to happen to you. You dig? Getting your lips split and your nose broken and your eyes, your eye busted and all that shit, and you going, just having to take migraine pills because of how these niggas did you. I really want that to happen to you, man. When you if you're gonna be on some savage shit, all right, let me subject you to savage nature. If I'm George, if I'm Earl, if I'm Caleb, I'm on the horn. Hey yo, we got work to do. We got work to do at the Canelo fight. He'll be there. He'll be there. I'll be on that type time if I was one of them, man. And I hope they do get on that type time with you because I don't want nobody saying nothing about your mother, your lady, your baby mom, none of that shit. You just need to get that shit did to you, man. And good riddance to bad rubbish. Just go sit in the fucking hole for the next year or so, man. But that's pretty much all I got to say about it, yo. I'm going to work so I can get my vacay started. Deuces.